Hello.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Doing good.
That was a little bit touch and go there for a second, wasn't it? That was a little bit like, okay, I don't know what's happening and if it's going to actually, I thought we might have to abandon it.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I didn't even get the countdown here, I almost say.
Yeah.
Really?
Didn't see it.
I got the countdown, but
I did too.
that was really weird. Hello, Glick. How are we doing?
Oh, Click is here.
Actually, I want to test something before we get started, right?
Yep.
I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to test it anyway. I think it only works if it's OBS. Oh, now I can hear myself. Be quiet, Helen. I want to check something and test this, although it's debatable if it'll work. I can hear myself. Be quiet, Helen. Something. Is that somebody else's screen?
We're good now. I usually monitor on my second device, which is my iPad, just to make sure everything's working fine.
Okay, it's not going to work because Glicks came in from YouTube, so I'll abandon that idea. I was trying to test something and then I realised actually, well, hang on, let's just do Jeeves.
Yeah, I have mine linked up.
I want to just test something on while we're using stream elements, but I don't think it'll work. No, it doesn't. Okay, so that only works if I'm going via OBS. That's all I needed to know.
No, it shows up on the chat, but it doesn't do anything.
It shows up in the chat, but it doesn't do my little arty-farty things on screen. That's fine.
Nope.
That's all I need.
I'm monitoring on Twitch here, so I don't see anything.
So we haven't done one of these since Christmas. Did we all have a good Christmas and New Year?
No.
Oh, it was great. I had a great Christmas. Actually, no, New Year's. I did I did a Christmas show prior to Christmas on the 23rd at an island here in BC called Victoria, and I had a Christmas show with my band, and we played a Christmas show. And then for New Year's, my usual boat party where I DJ'd for 400 people.
Wiki wacky wiki wacky wiki.
Yes. So.
Nice. Cool. Hello everyone in the chat. Hello Glick. Hello Chris. Hello Jeff. How are we doing? We're just catching up because we haven't been here. So this is obviously the first show of the year. And episode number 15. Can you believe we're into 15 episodes in? Over a year. Unreal. Right. I think we'll just bash on, shall we? Let's get the emails opened for those of you who may or may not know, and I've still got that cheeky wee fly in my face. People submit their music to be played on Helen's Mixtape, my little radio show that goes out on a Thursday night, and I can't play everything on the radio. So we do this once a month, go into my emails and randomly select 4 tracks to have a little listen to them, and then we decide whether they're hit or a shit, or shit or a hit. We decide whether they're any good or not. So, without further ado, let's open up the emails. Okay, has that shared out? Yes, it has. That's fine.
Yes.
So, let's randomly... How far back do we need to go? Okay, so we played that one last time. So we've got these ones here. Obviously, I'm not so great at checking my emails. I've been really busy over the past few weeks, so I've barely opened anything. Here's one here that just jumped straight out. I've never seen this name before. Chuck Spadina. This one. Hello from Canada. Please check out Canadian. Has that? Hang on. Is that? Yeah, you can read that. That's fine. Please check out Canadian punk band Chuck Spadina. Hope you like it. See attached electronic press kit and MP3 logo. Okay. Let's do this. And let me know if we've got sound.
All right.
Short and sweet.
Yeah,
Okay, that was an abrupt ending. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Go
Oh,
on,
you
James,
go.
you go first.
Oh, I love it. It's my genre. I used to play pop punk when I was in high school and in my early 20s. So it sounds like Blink-182 / Green Day kind of style for me. I liked it. It was short, sweet, got to the point, So yeah, it's any any pop punk album in America. And they're Canadian. Yeah, let's go. So, yeah, I
Is
like
that
it.
it? Is that
Yeah.
all? So the song was short and sweet, and your analysis of the song is short and sweet. Is that how we're doing it? Okay, go on then,
Yeah.
Johnny.
I could be shorter. I did like it. I just think it sounds like too many other things. Early Blink-182 dropped Kick Murphys as well a bit. I think kind of. It's been all done before, so no for me. Thank you.
The funny thing is, you always steal my thunder. You wrap up what I'm about to say. you keep doing that to me. um, for the same reasons that Jeeves likes it, it's the same reason that I'm like meh. You just said it sounds like everything else. Sounds like everything. It's your standard 3-chord punk. Sounds like everything else that's come before it. The one thing they did that was vaguely interesting is they switched channels. We had a little bit from the left, a little bit from the right. That's the only thing that they did that was vaguely different, which isn't that different, but that's the only thing they did to mix it up a bit. Meh. It wasn't bad in terms of punk. It just sounded like everything else. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't great. And that's my tuppence. I'll go through the comments and then we'll rate it. All right. So, the only person that's got anything to say about that is Glick, and he said, "Oof, swing and a mish, right there, full on ear hole graping, haha." So I don't think that Glick was impressed with that either.
I thought it sounded like Green Day to me when I first was thinking.
It did, but that's the problem. Like that, like. Why would you listen to something that sounds like Green Day when you just listen to Green Day?
That's
Do
true.
you know what I mean? That's where I'm coming from. It's like
It sounds like Green Day from the late 90s.
Yep. Early night, like when they first started, kind of style.
I just want to hear something that sounds like the person themselves, like sounds that's unique to. Do you know what I mean? Like something that's them. That's you would listen to a track and know instantly it's that artist.
Yeah, originality.
We didn't have that with this. It just sounds like 1,000 other things.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we think, boys? Was it a hit or a miss? One out of 3 isn't too bad. Don't take it to heart too much, Chuck Spadina.
Hey, I still like you guys. So
Jeeves likes you. Okay, that was really quick. Let's open up the emails again and see what else there is. I feel like we just rushed right through that. Okay. Right. Here's one here, Fire Sign. And I've played Fire Sign on Helen's mixtape before. Has that shared that out? Yes, it has. That's fine. Okay. Hi Helen, we've just released a new album, Eyes Closed Listening, press release and links to everything below, which we thought you might be into as you were kind enough to support our music before. It would be lovely to hear from you and beyond wonderful if you were able to share any of our melantronic tracks with your devotees. Have a great Christmas, Sarah and Chris. Thank you, Sarah and Chris. I'm a little bit late reading your email. If this was sent before Christmas, I do apologise. I get there eventually. I'm just slow. So we need to find. Okay, we've got a download situation and we've got a full album. What did we?
just roll a dice and pick a number, I guess.
Well, I was going to say, should we just start with the opening track because it's called Eyes Closed and that's the name of the album. So maybe we should just start with the first track on the album.
Yeah. do that.
Nice close in brackets.
Let me just find it. Hang on. I need to
And the very last song on the album is called Eyes
closed.
Open.
Eyes open. It does. Well, maybe we. Well, depending on how short the track is, maybe we could listen to, because we've done that before, where we've listened to 2 to give it a better, give it a fairer hearing. Hang on.
Analysis. Yep.
I need to just open the other tab because it hasn't opened.
Yeah, it opened now.
It looks, it's the same idea that a lot of the songs have got like just times on them. So it's as if it may be a kind of
I'm looking.
songs for
I'm
throughout
looking,
the
but
day.
they don't have timings next to them. That would mean me going into each.
No, that's the song title is a time.
What? Oh, you mean?
There's a
Yeah, there's
there's a
one
song.
says 2:47 a.m., 8:47 p.m., 5:25 p.m. I see that. Don't know what. I don't know what the
12:36.
significance of that is. Are you seeing this as I've opened it? You are seeing it. I need to just
Yeah, we
give them
can
a
see it.
second that it's sharing. That's fine. So will we just go for the first track?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why wouldn't it let me just play it? I don't want to download it to play it. I just want to hear it. Guys, this bugs me. Here we go. Let me know if we've got sound. What do we think? Should we play something else? Because that sounded. We're not getting much from that. That's just like an ambient.
Yeah, we should pick something else.
Do we have? I don't know what to do. We'll just grab something from the middle of the. Pick a number. I don't know.
5.
5. Play track number 5. Okay. Although it says that track's an alternative mix to something else.
Oh, then go with something else. I don't know. The next one, 6.
Okay, let's do 6. Okay,
Alright.
Johnny, do you want to go first?
I'll go
Yes,
first.
yes.
First track we heard was quite experimental, kind of ambient. I enjoyed it. It was good. And I'm quite glad we picked number 6. When it first started, I thought, this sounds like Massive Attack. Teardrops a bit, then it changed, but it's still definitely Massive Attack influence the band have got. It was good. I know it's an album track, and obviously if it's going to be a single, they'd edit it, and I definitely think it needs to be about a minute less than what it is. I don't know how long it was, but it seemed to drag on a bit at the end there.
I actually had meant to check and I've closed it off now. I'd meant to check the length. I think it was probably around about the 6 minutes, 6:20 mark roughly, but I didn't actually double check that before I closed it off.
What song's that called? Surrender?
Surrender, yep.
I think it was
What's
like
20 seconds?
6 minutes. 20.
Then it's a 6:20.
Yeah,
Six,
you got it.
No,
6:20.
Okay, so I guessed that by looking when the screen was when the song was halfway through, it was at 3:33, and I was like, okay, it's going to be just over 6 minutes long. It's just a pure guess.
Album wise, the length of songs fine. But obviously, if it was going to be a single, you'd have to edit it down to basically take 2 minutes off it. I enjoyed it. It was good. So I like Massive Attack are one of my favourite bands. So I liked it. I thought about it halfway through it. I thought they sounded a bit like kind of like 07 or that. Maybe I thought, but definitely it's good sound. Liked it. I'm gonna download the album, listen to it later.
There you go, Fire Sign. You've got a new fan. Hi, Vicky. Jeeves.
Hi, Vicky. Oh, I liked it too. I think it was like he said, it kind of been a little too long, but it's an album track, so it's obviously extended and stuff. So which I liked, but you know when it got like at the end and it was repeating over, I kind of thought it was like way too long. So I was like waiting for it, like when it's going to end. Like it didn't even get anticipated. It's like just went right through. Like you didn't feel like it was actually dying down or anything. So I was like, okay, when is it going to end or stuff? But it was good. I liked it. It was very like spacious, and they were doing the panning and stuff, which is really nice. I like that kind of stuff when they do like make it look like surround sound and stuff. I like that. It's my favorite. So I liked it. Yeah, it's good.
That you done?
Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, I have played Fire Sign before, and I remember when I first heard them, thinking, just loving her voice. She's got a really, and actually this song didn't actually showcase her voice. There's a track that I've played in the past called Bronze, where her voice just soars, and it's very operatic actually. She's got a cracking voice. I remember thinking it sounded like a really mature voice, and then when I saw her, she's just a young lassie, Sarah. She looks younger than me, but she's got this really mature, warm, open, powerful voice. And there was something in that track there where she did it, where when it soared off, and I got goosebumps on the back of my neck. I think that's very unique. Very unique. You don't get that very often. I agree that the track did seem a bit long. It is in the context of an album, and when you're saying about it seeming like it wasn't going to end, I suspect that if you're listening to the album, it'll sound like a whole piece. Like, it feels like it's a concept album where one track probably flows into another, in the vein of, the early kind of synth. Ultravox did that a lot, and Jean-Michel Jarre's done that a lot, where tracks just flow into one another, and obviously they have to chop them into tracks, right? But essentially it's just one long piece of music that you're listening to. And I haven't heard the album, but I suspect that might be the case here. I would agree with everything you've said. You wouldn't play this on the radio. You would want an edited version, or you would, play a shorter track. It did seem quite long, but nothing wrong with it. I love her voice, I still love her voice. The first track, it was really hard to gauge anything from because it just felt like an ambient opener. It didn't feel like a song per se, whereas this number 6 did. It felt like a song, albeit a lengthy song. But I wish that they would be noticed more because their stuff isn't commercial, right? It isn't like people send stuff into the radio and it's radio ready. Like it's a radio, like it's not pop, but you know what I mean? Like it's been geared towards that.
Yeah, it's written for the radio.
Whereas this is very like they've just gone their own way. And it's almost like I don't think it's been picked up enough, even by the folk that specialise in electronic music, because there are a few of us. Helen's Mixtape isn't the only electronica heavy radio show that's out there on little radio stations, you know, like independent radio stations. There's other, but I really feel like Firesign haven't really been picked up, and I don't know if it's just that they're too like out there, you know. But I actually really like that about them. You would instantly hear one of the tracks and know it's them. You would hear her voice and instantly know it's her. So yeah, I liked it. Jeff, I know it's you. I said hi earlier. I don't know if you heard me. Okay, so what did you think, boys?
What up, Jeff?
Was it a hit or was it a miss?
Da-da-ding.
Congratulations, Firesign. It's a hit all round. Well done. I would like to listen to the entire album to get more context as well. Like I do feel like even though we all liked it, we're not giving it full. We've not heard its full potential because we haven't heard it in context of the other tracks. So I'll probably be doing that over the weekend at some point. Okay. What was that, number 2? So we want another one.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Hang on a wee minute. Let's open this again. And go back. Right. Fat drop promos for Helen for the week of God knows what's in amongst that. Could be loads of things.
That sounds suspicious.
I know. Oh my, that's what she said. No, they just bombard you with stuff and then you've got to try and filter through it. All of these promo things, it's annoying. I'm looking to see if anything just jumps out at me. They're all,
oh, come on, Chris.
They're all PR. What have I missed? Sorry, I'm on another screen. What's happened?
No, Chris was just like, oh my God. I was like...
Whatever. Brian Hazard, Colour Theory. We've played Colour Theory before and it doesn't feel like that long ago since we already played Colour Theory. But since it looks like he's one of the few people that have sent his own music to me that isn't a promoter, let's look at that one. Okay. Has that swapped? It has. It swapped over. Okay. Hi Helen, I spent most of my life locked in a losing battle against so-called intrusive thoughts. You can't stop your mind from thinking any more than you can stop your ears from hearing or your skin from feeling. Thoughts arise spontaneously all on their own. This is very philosophical, Brian, I have to say. Thoughts arise spontaneously all on their own. Over time, I learned to treat them as welcome guests rather than intruders. As you'll hear, this is a new sound for me, incorporating dark wave and maybe a hint of post-punk. All sounds are 100% hardware synthesis, no samples or soft synths. So he's old school analog. As you can stream it or download it in the format of your choosing, along with the press release and photos here. Release date is the 12th of January. That was yesterday. No, that was today, because we're just into the 13th. So it's brand new, just released today. Let's have a little look. Can I play this without having to download it? Has that jumped? It hasn't jumped. I need to unshare and then reshare. Thoughts can't hurt you. Okay, I think we can just play this. Let me know if we've got sound, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Jeeves, you go first.
Not bad. I liked it. When it first started, I was like, okay, what's going on? Because that synth bass was nice, but I think it was like too overbearing among to everything else. I felt, but once it started changing and the key change and stuff was kind of cool. I was like, whoa, this is something different. And then when they went to the second part and stuff, it was kind of cool. I liked it, but I was kind of thought it was kind of weird when they did that pitch shift and then came back, like changed the whole like the pitch and then came back. Kind of threw me off a little bit, like play with your brain, kind of, which is kind of cool. That's what you want to do. It's to play with your mind and stuff and trick you on some stuff, which was kind of cool. I liked it. It kind of threw me. I was like, whoa, like, but cool. I liked it. I liked it. Just the beginning part was kind of like weird for me because of that synth bass. I mean, I like the synth bass, but it was way too loud. Like they should have tamed it down a little bit or took a frequency out because the vocals were kind of like buried in there. It's kind of hard to hear that in there. So that's the only criticism I have with them. The vocals were too buried in there. I know that what they were trying to do, but it could have been more upfront a little more. But yeah, I liked it.
Johnny? I don't hear Johnny. Have we lost? Why did I not hear Johnny? Can you hear him?
No audio.
I don't
Johnny, we
hear.
lost audio.
We'll have to learn to read what Johnny's saying. What are you saying, Johnny? Johnny, what is it that you're saying? We can't hear you.
It's got to restart or something. I don't know what's going on.
You didn't mute something, did you? You haven't hit the
Mute button on the thing?
settings.
No, nothing. Still no audio.
Goodbye, horses. I'm calling out for you. We'll have a musical interlude while we wait for Johnny to fix his. Oh.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's
He's
restarting.
jumping out and coming back.
Yeah.
I don't want to give my opinion until everybody else has given theirs.
Yes.
Let's read the chat. So
Yeah,
the
I was
chat
gonna say
says,
read-
okay, so Chris says it's a hit for him. And Glick says not too shabby. Jeff says it was okay. The ending sounded like Goodbye Horses. And I'm not gonna repeat what Glick said at the end there, but no, I'm not gonna stand into the front of the camera and do weird shit.
Oh, there he is.
Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yay! Go
Now
on,
I'm on the
then.
top. You're on the bottom.
I don't
Oh
know what happened.
my! whatever goes on behind
I don't
closed
know
doors,
what
boys. Keep that shit private.
I got a glitch during that song, and I thought maybe that's what happened.
Well, we hear you
Got
now.
comments
So
on
go
that
on.
song? Right.
Yes, go on.
Dear me. It was a weird song, wasn't it? Especially when it changed halfway through. I thought it's been a different song. It sounded like a 10-year-old in Christmas Day getting his first Casio. It was like as if the guy was hitting every single button on his keyboard, trying to make a tune, and then halfway through he hits the mute button. I don't know. I didn't get it at all. It sounded as if it was an early Howard Jones learning how to play his keyboard.
Wow.
But it's not for me at all. I didn't like it.
Jeff says it's Ross from
It's Ross from Friends. Yes, that's totally true. Yes, Jeff. Yes, Jeff.
Okay.
Totally.
So, are you done? Is that your
Painful.
analysis done? Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
It threw me when it switched. It was like two different songs. It's like you wrote two different songs and then decided to try and amalgamate them. The first part was very late 80s, early 90s Yamaha DX7 do like dance piano fucking DX7, like you know what I'm saying, where all those tracks all sounded the same because they all had a DX7 on them.
Yep.
God, I don't want to be as harsh as you've been. I don't know if you remember, we've played this guy before and it was Christina mentioned him, that she'd been listening for a long time. It's the same person. This doesn't sound anything like his stuff. And he acknowledged that in the email. This is a new sound for me. It's like, yeah, it really is. It sounds chaotic, but then the subject matter about having intrusive thoughts maybe it's meant to be chaotic. Like maybe the fact that the music's chaotic and threw us off is almost like a metaphor for the subject matter that he's talking about. Does that make sense? Or maybe I'm overreaching and trying to, overanalyze it. But I would like to think that having two different songs amalgamated and merged was intentional rather than accidental. Like I would like to think that was what he was trying to do rather than he wrote two songs and got bored halfway through both of them and merged them together. Like I would hope that it was intentional. It wasn't bad. I would like to hear it again just because I feel like I've missed a lot. I think there was a lot in there. As you said, Johnny, it was like someone hitting all the buttons on the keyboard, right? So there was a lot to miss. And I feel like I've missed some things. Does that make sense? Like it would need a couple of listens to pick up on everything. But it did throw me when it switched, or it was like a completely different song, and then I think doing that once might have been okay, but doing it twice just felt like I'd rather it had been more the same all the way through rather than two different songs that were just kind of patched together. Anyway, that's right. Let's read the comments because I feel like we're getting comedy gold in the comments and we're missing them all. So hang on, I need to go back. I need to scroll the other way because they come in back to front on the screen. As the brother of a member of the deaf community, I'm offended by those actions. I wasn't signing in deaf. I wasn't doing sign language. I was doing Johnny language. There's a difference, right? It's a specific language that's geared specifically to Johnny. It wasn't aimed at anyone else who has any hearing difficulty.
It's only understood in West Central Scotland.
Exactly. It's called Ouija sign. Where are we? I've seen movies like that. Welcome back, Johnny. How does it feel to be on the bottom? Well, Glick, you would know better than anyone. So it's Ross from Friends. That do you know what? That's the comment of the day. It's Ross from Friends. Can we star that or something? Pin that comment. It's Ross from Friends. That was funny. Well done, Jeff. You made me laugh.
I think you can pin that on Twitch.
Agreed. Two different songs in one. Okay, is what you're saying the second part of the song is thoughts creeping in. Yeah, it was too much. And Glick says I'm cancelled. And I don't care. Right. So, what did we think, boys? Was it a hit or was it a miss?
I'm going to give them... Boom. Oh, wrong way.
It was a miss for me because it just felt like too much hard work listening to it. And I feel like Brian from Colour Theory has done much better work. Okay. I feel mean because I don't like giving anybody a miss, but Glick says, I'm a full-time top. Watch your mouth, Missy. I've only got your word for that. And Jeff says it's a miss. All right. So we've had 3 tracks, right? So we need a
one
fourth
more.
and final one. Okay, let's go into the emails.
Hopefully that's a bang.
We'll find out, won't we? Right.
Yes.
So let's have a little look-ski. We're going to have to go with one of the PR companies, I think, because most of the stuff that's here is PR stuff that's been handed in. Rodney Cromwell's Christmas mixes. I might be a little bit late. In reading that. Let's have a little look. See if there's anything that jumps out. Okay, Caroline Park. That's a name I've not seen before. This looks like it might be an artist rather than a PR person. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Has that switched over? Can we see the other? Yes, we can. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, radio friends. I wanted to start on 2024 with something beautiful. My new song, Beauty is Not Decor, says it wonderfully. The song will be out streaming services 5th of January and features Edmontonian, I'm presuming that's from Canada, Edmonton, Howie Bergeron on guitar. This is the first single released from upcoming album Deep Sigh, out this spring. Please reply to let me know if you might play the song on an upcoming programme, Caroline Park. Okay, let me know if we've got sound.
Painters of the past taught people how to see, enlighten them to the world. Many things make life worth living, love and play and courage, soothing thoughts that spring out of human suffering. Beauty leads back to what you have lost, reminds you of what remains. Beauty beckons in a manner that straightens your aim, that straightens your aim. Was so bright, be now forever taken from my sight. Though nothing can bring back the hour of splendor in the grass, of glory in the flower, we will not grieve, but rather find strength in what remains behind. Beauty leads back to what you have lost, reminds you of what remains. Beauty beckons in a manner that straightens your aim. Beauty leads back to what you have lost, reminds you of what remains. Beauty beckons in a manner that straightens your aim, that straightens your aim.
Okay, Jeeves?
Yeah, this is a songwriter, definitely. Not my cup of tea. That was beautiful, airy. I thought that you could add like strings or something in the background, would have made it a little cool, but I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. It's like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Nope, not my style.
Is that you?
Yep.
Johnny? Oh my god, we don't hear you again. What is going on with your stuff over there?
You're sideways and we can't
And
hear
you're
you.
wonky, John. Hashtag wonky John.
Click said that was
No,
painful.
we don't have any audio from you.
Now your audio gone. We got you straight.
I think we all need to chip in and do a crowdfunding for Johnny to get a new PC. He's on an iPad and it's obviously fucking around with his mojo.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think with Streamlab, I think heating up.
So I'm going to read the comments. I'll be nice, Miss. That was painful. That's the only comments. That was quick. That didn't take long.
Yeah, he said it will be nice, Miss.
Right, say something.
Hello.
Hey! Right, go on then, Johnny.
That every time I get a glitch, then my audio goes. Don't know why.
I think we need
what
to.
I
I was just saying to
I'm s-
Jeeves, I think we need to chip in and do a crowdfunding and get you a new laptop or something, because this iPad situation's pants.
No, it's because of the Wi-Fi. No, I've not got any Wi-Fi just now. I'm still just using my data on my phone. Yeah,
Gonna
that's what the
get
trouble
me a
is.
Oh, makes
second
sense.
Song,
when they-
song. I am still waiting for the electronic bit to kick in that song, but it's not going to happen. What did you think of the song? Absolutely garbage. Hated it. If I don't hear it again, it won't be too soon. It's just not my cup of tea, honestly. It just bored me. I was looking for a gun, but I obviously am not allowed a gun in Glasgow. I'd have shot myself. That was terrible, so it is.
Is that it? That's the only feedback.
I just,
Okay.
honestly, it's just, I'm glad it was only like 3 minutes long, or less than that, honestly.
All right. Okay. Let me try and bring us up a little bit. So it's very evident that this person has just sent stuff out to anybody with the word radio in their email address and hasn't taken time to listen to what my radio show is, right? Which explains the it not being an electronic thing. But that's okay, because the whole point in doing JukeBox Jury is to play the stuff that wouldn't necessarily get on Helen's mixtape. So I'm not too worried about the fact that it was acoustic-y and it wasn't electronic, right? Although it is a little bit annoying when someone sends you something and doesn't know what your show actually is, but that doesn't matter. Personally, from a personal point of view, this is not my cup of tea. I agree with you. I was bored. But from a technical standpoint, there was nothing wrong with the song. It was well mixed. The lassie can sing. The guy that's playing guitar can play. And it was very much in the vein of that easy listening, singer-songwriter vein, Don McLean, John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, that kind of strain of musicianship, right? There was nothing wrong with the song, and actually I was brought up listening to all that stuff as well. Like, my mum's big into Gordon Lightfoot, and there was a lick in there that sounded very Don McLean, and I'm trying to think of what the song is from the American Pie album that it sounds like, but it's just I'm not caffeinated enough to try and remember what the fucking song is. However, there was nothing wrong with the song. What we are talking about is personal preference, and I think we've all been sitting here listening to beats and electronica, and we're kind of up, and then we've came crashing down because it was a bit depressing. Is that do you think that's a fair analysis? That's where we're at. It's put us on a downer. But I don't think there was anything wrong with the song, and I think it will get airplay. Just it reminds us of the wrong show. It's just the wrong show. It's not Helen's mixtape at all, actually. So, shall we read the comments? That was painful. They have a nice voice, though. Get your shit together, Johnny. I tried. Haha. Okay, so that was Glick chiming in. All right. What do we think, boys? Was it a hit or was it a miss? Okay, we all agree it was a miss. And I feel bad because I don't think there's anything wrong with the musicianship or the writing or the playing. They just sent it to the wrong person, I guess.
Yep.
Is that it? That's it, I think. And we're just almost bang on an hour, 57 and a half minutes in. We managed to wrap that up all nice, neat and tidy. Shall we go round and we'll just go round in clockwise? Jeeves, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
I am Jeeves, aka DJ Mr. Twix. You can find me on Twitch here. I stream 3 times a week on here, doing my DJ stuff or vlogging or whatever it is. And yeah, that's me. That's my social.
So it's Twitch, Mr_Twix,
Twix. Yep.
double
Twitch.
X Z at the end.
Yes.
Cool.
Like the candy, but with double X.
Double X. Just be thankful it's not triple
Yep.
X. Oh my.
I know.
He's double X rated
yep.
with a Z on the end. Right, Johnny?
Mhm.
Do you want to tell
Hi there.
everybody where you can be found?
Yeah, I tell John. I'm John. Find me on Heckle app, Johnny. Just slightly different spelling. I've been off for the last couple of weeks because it's been Christmas and New Year, but I'll be back on Sunday. We'll do a Sunday 9 PM music quizzes, themed categories. We do all that kind of stuff, you know. And we'll try and, once the kind of the player numbers pick up a bit, we'll start doing other things as well. Other kind of quizzes and ideas in the pipeline, so we'll do that in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. So that's me. So if you want any music quizzes, that'll be on the Heckle app at 9 PM on Sundays.
And is your
Okay.
Heckle handle spelt the same way as your Twitter handle, Johnny? The J0?
No, it's different. It's just JOHNNY.
Okay, so I need to change that for next time you're on here, because I've put your Twitter handle up. Although people can still find you on Twitter X and then find you from there.
If you can find me on Twitter, then there's a link. There's a link to my Heckle app, and also when I go live now, I put a link up so you can just click that and you can join the quiz.
Excellent.
All free of charge. You don't have to subscribe or anything. You don't have to give me tips. Well, you can give me tips about being quiet, but that's about it.
You don't have to, but it would be nice if you did. Obviously, I'm Helen, the host of Helen's Mixtape on a Thursday evening on 365 Radio. Times have changed. It's 8 PM to 10 PM UK time now. It starts an hour earlier than it did before, so that's 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, noon Pacific.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a musician and you would like to submit your tracks, hang on, actually, what I'll do is I'll make myself bigger for a minute. You can do that by sending it here, radio@helenwallace.co.uk. Please send a 320 K MP3. If you've got a video, even better. If you want it played on JukeBox Jury, it's a really good way for us to actually showcase things. If you've got a YouTube video, great. If not, don't worry. Just send me your name and the file. Don't send me a 3-page bio. I don't have time to read it. I rant about this every week. Please don't get a plugger to send your stuff. Send it yourself. Okay. You can find out all the information about JukeBox Jury and all the jurors, all their social medias, all the way to contact them, all the past episodes, all on jukeboxjury.info. This is back to front this way. JukeBox Jury, and although I still need to get Johnny's bio up there, you need to send that over to me. I keep saying that, but you'll need to send that over. No pluggers allowed. Yeah. No pluggers allowed. No comment.
No, click no.
It is. I do rant about the same thing every week. It is very annoying when you're going through all the, the spiel. And you see how many emails I get sent, and I don't even have time to read them. Right? It would be a lot easier if it was just the song and the name of the band. I could get through a lot more much quicker. Anywho, thank you all for tuning in and keeping us company. Can't remember everybody that was here. Jeff, Glick, Chris Technician, Vicky. Did I miss anyone? Is that everyone?
I think that was it.
I think that was it. Try to scroll back, but it's not letting me for some reason.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
will
Chris, Jeff.
we will be back in about a month's time. It's usually somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks each episode. So we'll figure out what that date will be and we'll put it out on the social media. And I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year. We'll see you in February. Actually, probably round about, let's have a wee look at that. It'll probably be about Valentine's Day, won't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks is the 9th. 5 weeks is the 16th. Yes, it's probably somewhere around about mid-February we'll be back. All right. Cheerio, bye, ta-ta.
Happy New Year.
Bye.